Kogi News. President Bola Tinubu slashes travel expenses of all government officials by 60%. AFCC releases Betta Edu on bail, gives condition. Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello swears in 21 caretaker chairmen for the local government. Gunmen broke into a live television studio in Ecuador and threatened staff. In sports, Indiana Pacers beats Boston Celtics in the NBA Eastern Conference despite losing Tyrese Haliburton to injury. This is the MLC TV Global News reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the Confluence State of Nigeria. I am Jennifer Odimayo. Thanks for joining us. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has slashed his travel expenditure and all government officials in his administration by 60%. News reports that presidential spokesman Ajuri Ngelale made this known to State House correspondents on Tuesday at the presidential villa Abuja. Ngelale asserted that the decision, which will affect the office of the president, vice president, first lady, ministers and heads of agencies, was part of the cost-cutting measures of the presidency. He said a slash consequently means that the president is limited to 20 numbers of staff outside the country. Ngelale also said every minister is limited to having just 4 members of staff on any foreign trip, while heads of agencies are limited to just 2. He said Tinubu has also said that he will no longer travel with huge security delegations to any state in the country. The presidential spokesman also added that if the president travels to any state, the security in the state will take care of his security, and the same applies to the vice president and other top government officials. Kogi State Government has sworn in 21 caretaker chairmen for the local government. Also sworn in were zonal security advisors across the state federal constituencies. The event took place at the Glass House of the Government House, Lokoja. Governor-elect Ahmed Ododo, his deputy Joel Oyibo, top government functionaries, families and friends of the caretakers were all in attendance. Governor Yahaya Bello charges them to deliver on their mandates. Our reporter tells us more.
Recall that in December 2023, the 21 local government chairmen ended their tenure and vacated their offices. To avoid vacuums, the state governor Yahaya Bello announced caretaker chairmen during the state executive council meeting, and among them is a woman for Ogrimagungu local government area. The 21 caretakers and 9 zonal security advisors appointed were sworn in to resume work immediately without fear or favor. Before the swearing-in was the opportunity granted to key leaders from the 3 senatorial districts to charge the people on good conduct, unity and love as a people.
Today, I want to congratulate my brothers who have been given the opportunity to serve and show themselves by His Excellency. It is not appointment for yourself. It is a consideration for you to serve the people of Kogi State. It is an appointment to show that yes, you can represent His Excellency in your various local government. Just like the way he has done it, he has represented the state everywhere, even beyond this country. He was proud of a worthy son of this state.
Your tactics will go into some of the tertiary institutions in our political science. Because what has happened in Kogi State has demystified so many things. So Your Excellency, we thank you for what you have done, and we thank you for what you are yet to do. Your Excellency, you have brought Governor Ododo, inshallah, and Joel to take over from you. And they are the most luckiest governor I've seen, or incoming governor and deputy, in the sand of history of Nigeria. So what you have done it for some of us. And you have stabilized Kogi. One love should keep us together in Kogi State.
Thank you, because
our forefathers, late Avoyi, late Silas Daniel, late Eti Ahmed, and host of others, will be very happy in their grave because this is happening even after they are dead, and it's happening very soon. Thank you.
The coordinating officer, who doubles as the SSG, Dr. Ayo Ade Folashade, guided them in oath-taking.
The oath of office.
Do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as caretaker chairman of Eagle and Bello local government, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully and in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Governor Bello charged them to work within their locality and should not be in Lokoja or any other city to deliver on their mandates.
Those that have held this office before you, you have your House of Assembly members currently serving and past. You have various other leaders from your local government that you must at all times be in consultation with. You must hold firm. When I say firm, hold your local governments very firm. Security of lives and livelihoods is paramount. You must immediately zero down to work. You must rout out all the criminals. Whichever way they want it, give it to them. Whichever way they want it, give it to them. Double, double. Kogi must continue to be an example of the most peaceful and most secured state in this country. So please come and build on that. You are not appointed to be in Lokoja. You are not appointed to be in Abuja. You are not supposed to just be even in the local government headquarters. You must be moving around and carry your people along.
The local caretaker Abdulmalik Adamu and others promised not to disappoint the governor and the people of their localities of the trust reimposed on them.
Let me give thanks to God Almighty for giving us this opportunity to be appointed as the caretaker in our various local government, in particular that of the local government, which is my humble self. I feel very elated, very happy, and of course very challenging. Like His Excellency has said, by the special grace of God, the expectations of the people are very high, but we will do our best to meet up to a very reasonable level. If we say we'll meet up all, then we are lying. We will try our best to meet up very in the next 6 months. That we'll be doing our transition chairman, we will do our best, and that our people will be happy. Majority of our people will be happy with us. That is what we have promised.
His Excellency, Essential Alhaji Yahaya Bello, CON, has a standard, and whoever you see around him, you should expect quality representation, welfare for the civil servants in the local government, security, which we have been celebrated for more than 8 years, welfare to students in the higher institution, and creative engagement of our youth is what we should expect from us.
The event attracted many sons and daughters across the state to celebrate with them. I am Faith Abdulgafar reporting for MLC TV.
The newly appointed Director General of the Kogi State Bureau of Land and Urban Development, Teina, Abdulmalik, has cautioned all citizenry of Kogi to stop buying or selling land until further notice. Teina who won during a press briefing at his office a few days after he officially resumed, said anyone into such a transaction will have him or herself to blame. He also used the occasion to encourage landowners to pay their land occupant rate on time. Faith Abdelgafar has more.
The Director General expressed concern about the increasing causes of land grabbing and illegal transactions involving landed properties. He warned the public to avoid such, if not face the consequences.
In due course, proper verification is going to be carried out, especially in all the recent COs that had been issued. If you don't carry proper verification, and at the end of the day, you went ahead and purchased from any individual that your title document, you might risk losing it. That is why we are informing the public now that they should put an end to purchase of any property within Kogi State for now. That when we are done with verification, then people can continue with their normal transaction.
The Bureau understands the importance of land to the people of Kogi State and recognizes the need for clear and transparent documentation of land transactions, especially now at the verge of transition into another government.
Normally, when you want to acquire any property, it is rightful on any individual or corporate organization to do a proper search. Whereas the Bureau will issue you a search report satisfied that this property is genuine before you go into transaction. If you go into any transaction, whether the previous or even going forward, without proper satisfaction from the Bureau, you stand to the risk of losing the property. Yes. But the time frame is not going to be very long. Within, maybe after the inauguration of the new government, everything will be sorted out.
Teina promises to be committed to working with all stakeholders to ensure that all land transactions are properly documented and in compliance with the law. He advised the populans to also pay up their land occupant rent to the state.
We want to seek for the cooperation of all the residents of Kogi State, both the indigenous and non-indigenous, that they should try and cooperate with the Bureau of Land. Then everybody that needs to pay their ground rent, they should cooperate and pay, so that the government can generate funds to put infrastructure in all the areas. And we promise that very soon there will be new layouts that people can subscribe to, so that the town will be decongested, the state will be opened up to new development.
The DG said as part of their efforts to address this issue, the Bureau is launching a verification carried out in an orderly and transparent manner.
Yes, the agency is promising the public now that in due course there will be proper digitalization, very effective, workable digitalization that will make Kogi land very attractable and very secure for all the intending land purchasers. Yes, and what we intend doing so far is that we are going to improve on the master plan of the state. Then we'll improve on the GIS to make sure if you want to acquire land, you
verify, they will check for you, they will do proper search for you. Then even subsequently, all the previous purchases or all the previous transactions can be viewed online and all that, so that everybody will be all purchases will be more secure going forward. Yes, that's what we intend doing, proper digitalization.
He urged all property owners to cooperate with them during this process and to provide all relevant documentation. I am Faith Abdulgafar reporting for MLC TV.
We'll go on a short break now. We'll be right back.
Malachi TV Online is here. For your timely and reliable news that reaches you fast with the breaking news, choose MLC TV. Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV. With entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. Following the harassment of some members of the National Assembly who were part of the team that paid a courtesy visit to the governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, at his office in Lokoja, 6 persons have been arrested on the order of the governor. The governor has subsequently banned unauthorized persons from accessing the government house while calling for immediate prosecution of the culprits. The lawmakers from Kogi State in the Senate and House of Representatives has visited Governor Bello to congratulate him on the peaceful and credible conduct of the November 11th governorship election and to pledge their unalloyed loyalty to him and the incoming administration. Shortly after the fruitful discussion, the governor received with rude shock the news of the harassment of some of the lawmakers on their way out of the government house and swiftly ordered the arrest of the culprits. He charged security agencies to investigate the issue thoroughly and ensure the offenders face the full wrath of the law. His directive to the heads of security agencies reads, "Information just got to me as I left the office to the resident that one man called Suleiman and others embarrassed Senator Jubri Echocho in Government House. I've directed CSO to arrest all those involved in such stupid act and bring them to justice immediately. I will never condone act of hooliganism and indiscipline." The members who visited on Tuesday were Senator Jubri Isa Echocho of Kogi East, Senator Sunday Karimi of Kogi West, Right Honorable Abdullahi Ibrahim Halims of Ankpa Federal Constituency, Honorable Zachariah Idris of Ida Federal Constituency, Honorable Sani Abdurrahim Egidi of Ajaokuta Federal Constituency, Honorable Abdurrahim Dangad PDP of Okehi Adavi Federal Constituency, Honorable Gowon Haruna of the Kinabrasa Federal Constituency, Honorable Tijani Ozigi of Okene Ogori Federal Constituency, Honorable Danladi Aguye of Lokoja Kutu Federal Constituency, and Honorable Salman Idris, ADV of Kaba Ijumu. The Kogi State All Progressive Congress APC has taken delivery of the special report and recommendations by the recently inaugurated APC 2023 Gubernatorial Election Review Committee. Receiving the report from the committee, the chairman of Kogi State All Progressives Congress, Abdulmalik, Bello, assured that the party would look diligently at the details of the report and act accordingly on the recommendations. The chairman thanked the members of the committee for doing a very good job and finding time to deal with the terms of reference and also deal with all the issues concerning the 2023 gubernatorial election.
The outcome of the report will strengthen our party and make it more responsive, strong, and be in position to achieve greater heights in future elections. The report will guide the party in rewarding our members who has distinguished themselves as well, punish those that betrayed the party at the last election. The party will also be in a better position to plan and organize our preparation for future elections before, during, and after the elections. We thank you most sincerely and hope you will make yourselves available in future assignment. I wish to assure you that the party will look at the details of the report and act on your recommendation accordingly.
The chairman of the 2023 Kogi Governorship Review Committee and Speaker of the Kogi State House of Assembly, Aliyu Umar Yusuf, said that after the assignment was given to them on December 5th, 2023, they met with critical stakeholders of the party across the 21 local governments. They said the robust interaction they had with all and sundry contributed to the success report they gathered. The chairman of the committee, the Speaker Aliyu Umar Yusuf, who was represented by the committee co-chairman and Commissioner for Solid Minerals, Engineer Bashar Gegu, attested that party members welcomed the idea of an election post-mortem, noting that they deemed it as timely and appropriate and suggested that it should be a continued occurrence.
Our observation and recommendations are detailed in the relevant section on early election preparation, INEC engagement, security arrangement, party cohesion and collaboration, party unity, effective leadership, and election coordination and management. To this end, we hope that the party will go through the report painstakingly and deal with our recommendation on party reward system, party ESCO restructuring, party discipline in some local government areas, anti-party activities, critical party stakeholders.
The committee appreciated the party and the leaders for the opportunity to serve in such a capacity for the overall progress and development of the party and the state as a whole. The suspended Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Betta Edu, has been released on bail. This followed an investigation by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) into an alleged 585 million cash transfer scandal that took place under her ministry. Betta Edu is accused of transferring a sum of 585 million naira meant for humanitarian activities into a private account. Meanwhile, the former Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, who served under former President Muhammadu Buhari, Sadiya Umar Farouk, was released on bail late Monday night after being detained for several hours at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja. Sadiya Umar Farouk was also directed to report every day to the EFCC's office for session with interrogators on alleged financial misappropriations levied against her during her tenure as minister. The President International and the entire members of Standup for Women's Society have congratulated its Matron of Kogi State Chapter, Habibat Tijani, on her recent appointment as the Kogi State Accountant General. The International President, Barrister Deborah Ijadele Adetona, in her message made public by the National Public Relations Officer, Billy Wongo, described Habibat's appointment as well-deserved, considering her antecedents characterized by her passion for efficient service delivery, diligence, sincerity, and hard work. Deborah used the medium to commend the Kogi State Governor, Yahaya Bello, for making history again by appointing the first female Accountant General. Deborah expressed hope that Habibat would not disappoint the women folks, but would work to deliver on her mandate towards building a better and economically viable Kogi State with the Governor-elect Usman Ododo. She used the opportunity to call on the incoming administration, Usman Ododo, to emulate Governor Bello by engaging more women in his cabinet. On behalf of the Governing Council, Academic Board, Management, Staff, and students of Kogi State Polytechnic, I feel highly delighted to congratulate Habibat Tijani on her most deserved appointment as Accountant General Kogi State. In a congratulatory message signed by the Kogi State Polytechnic Rector, Dr. Obo, the appointment is well deserved in view of the fact that Habibat Tijani has distinguished herself through her immense contributions and commitment to the development of the state while serving as Permanent Secretary, Kogi State Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. The appointment is a tribute to her resourcefulness, exemplary dedication, transparency, and selflessness. They are confident that she will do even more as the Accountant General of the state. They also appreciate the Governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, for providing the enabling environment for professionalism to thrive. Once again, congratulations on the well-deserved appointment. Avoyi team for Ododo has congratulated the new appointed Auditor General for Local Government, Yakubu Adagbenege, popularly known as Fancy, the Accountant General of Kogi State, Habibat, Tijani, and others on their well-deserved elevation. This message was contained in a press statement signed and made available to newsmen in Lokoja by the secretary of the group, Halimat Isa, for the convener, Avoyi Owongo. The statement felicitated with them and commended Governor Yahaya Bello for rewarding diligence and appointing leaders who have the pedigree and have proven their worth over time in their endeavors. It expressed optimism that the new leaders would serve the state and hold dear the precedence of quality service delivery as entrenched by Governor Bello in Kogi State. You have written your name in the annals of history. Thank you for constantly being fair to women in the scheme of things. This is the first female to ever be appointed Accountant General in Kogi State. Posterity will definitely be kind to you for being a true leader who rewards credibility and places the right pegs in the right square without bias. The statement pledged the resolve of Avoyi team for Ododo to continue to identify with leaders of proven integrity and admonish the new appointees to work hard to justify the confidence reposed in them. Pay TV operator StarTimes has announced a 15% price increment on its subscription, effective from January 10, 2024. This is coming ahead of the African Cup of Nations AFCON 2023 starting on January 13th. StarTimes is the only pay TV operator with the broadcast rights for the continental sporting event in Nigeria. MultiChoice announced in December, to the amazement of many of its subscribers, that it would not be able to broadcast the AFCON matches on its DSTV and GoTV Sports channel. While the latest price increment cuts across its banquets, StarTimes Super Banquet, which has the sports channel that will show the AFCON, has the highest increment of 15% from the current rate of 6,500 to 7,500, just like MultiChoice did last year. The latest price increment by StarTimes is coming barely 4 months after implementing an increment in August 2023. Uproar over her illegal request to wire funds into a private account. And on the foreign scene, Gabriel Attal has been named France's next prime minister as Emmanuel Macron aims to revive his presidency with a new government. At 34, he is the youngest prime minister in modern French history, outranking even socialist Laurent Fabius, who was 37 when he was appointed by François Mitterrand in 1984. Attal replaces Elizabeth Borne, who resigned after 20 months in office. Throughout that time, she struggled with a lack of a majority in parliament. Gabriel Attal, who is currently Education Minister, certainly makes an eye-catching appointment. He will now have the task of leading the French government into important European Parliament elections in June. A group of armed men have broken into a live television studio in Ecuador and threatened staff, footage shows. A live broadcast by station TC in the city of Guayaquil was interrupted on Tuesday by the group, who were wearing hoods and carrying guns. Staff were forced to go onto the floor before the live feed cut out. A 60-day state of emergency began in Ecuador on Monday after a convicted gang leader vanished from his prison cell. The hooded men were seen leaving the TC studio, with police seen entering the set about 30 minutes after the gunmen first appeared. National police units in Quito and Guayaquil have been deployed to the scene. The country's National Police Force said in an update on X, formerly Twitter, that staff had been evacuated from the studio. It later said several suspects had been arrested. Following the incident, President Daniel Noboa signed an executive order declaring an internal armed conflict and listed several organization crime groups as terrorist organizations and non-state actors. The University of Guayaquil said all academic and administrative activities had been suspended given the social unrest nationwide. Next is sport update. Let's join Jonah Malik.
Hello there and glad to have you on Sport Update on MLC TV Global News. I am Abdulmalik. Thanks for joining me. Tottenham Hotspur have signed German striker Timo Werner on a loan deal from RB Leipzig until the end of the season. The 27-year-old's move include an option to be made permanent in the summer. He bolsters Tottenham forward option with Son Heung-min away with South Korea for the Asian Cup and James Maddison sidelined with injury. Werner had Premier League experience with Chelsea after joining the Blues in a £45 million move from Bundesliga club RB Leipzig in 2020. He scored 23 goals in 89 appearances for Chelsea, winning the UEFA Champions League, Super Cup and Club World Cup before returning to Leipzig in 2022. Werner has 57 German caps but last played for his country in a friendly defeat by Belgium in March 2023. His move is subject to international clearance, but Werner could be available when Spurs plays at Manchester United in the Premier League on Sunday, January 14th. Still on sports, the Indiana Pacers beat NBA Eastern Conference leaders, the Boston Celtics, 133-131 despite losing point guard Tyrese Haliburton to injury. Haliburton was carried off by his teammates after suffering a hamstring strain late in the second period. Benedict Mathurin scored 26 points off the bench for the Pacers, who trailed 68-59 at halftime. We lost the best player on the team, so my role was to step up and help the team win the game, Mathurin said. TY was down, but it felt like the team knew pretty much what to do. Everyone had to step up. If your name gets called, be ready to play, he added. Haliburton, who joined the Pacers from the Sacramento Kings in 2022, averaged a team-high 24.2 points and a league-high 12.7 assists in 32 games before the meeting with the Celtics at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indiana. And that's all on Sport Update. I am Abdulmalik reporting. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thank you, Jonah. Joy Dada has the latest in the world of entertainment.
Welcome to our world of entertainment. I am Joy Dada. In Africa, Nigeria, the police is looking into the petition by Nigerian singer and songwriter Tiwa Savage over alleged bullying and threat to her life by Grammy nominee David Adeleke, popularly known as Davido. The command spokesperson SP Benjamin Hundeyin made this known on Wednesday in Lagos. Now reports that Savage, in the petition dated January 9, addressed to the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State, Adegoke Fayo Ade, accused Davido of uttering disrespectful words in reaction to a post which included herself and the singer's baby mama, Sophia Momodu, Instagram story. The singer explained how she expressed disappointment at Davido's threats and reminded him of how she stood by his family, especially when he lost his son. She, however, claimed to have thereafter received calls from mutual connections seeking to know what she did to upset Davido and also questioning her relationship with Sophia. Savage further said the actions of Davido were unethical and can be viewed as a direct threat to her right to life, privacy and dignity as guaranteed in Chapter 4 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999. According to her, this is beginning to feel like some form of online and offline harassment, not just to her but also members of her team. Still on entertainment, Dwayne Kefidi Davis, a former Los Angeles area gang leader linked to the unsolved murder of rapper Tupac Shakur, has been granted $750,000 bail after appearing in court on Tuesday, January 9, 2024. Davis was arrested in September 2023 on charges of murder with the use of a deadly weapon. His release on bail comes with significant restrictions, including electronic monitoring and house arrest. This decision aligns with the principle of presumption of innocence, allowing Davis to await trial outside of jail while ensuring public safety and preventing potential flight risk. Thanks for joining me. Joy Dada reporting for MLC TV.
Thank you, Joy. And that is the size of our package. Do support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel MLC TV. Like and follow our Facebook pages MLC TV, MLC TV 2, MLC TV Yoruba and Igbiravabe MLC TV. Instagram MLC TV 2021, X handle Malakai TV, and TikTok Malakite_TV. For your event coverage, appearance on any of our programs, contributions, comments, advert placement or sponsorship, please call or send SMS to any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join Malakai TV online on weekends to watch our various programs. Saturday 7 p.m. Political Arena, Sunday 6 p.m. Women's World, and Monday 9 a.m. with The Opinion. It is Malakai TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please be your brother's keeper to build a happier and better society together. I am Jennifer Udimayo. See you tomorrow.